something has devastated hundreds of cattle in Kansas. Someone can be seen showing hundreds of these animals on the road, and as of right now people are trying to work out why this happened. According to one media outlet, they reported that the bizarre event unfolded in Kansas in the United States, and suggested that the cause of this was due to strong winds and heat. Those in the area who saw the cattle suggested that over 400 had suddenly perished, and that this had been happening to other cattle ranchers in the region, but said that some of these cases aren't being reported. This news is a blow to the cattle industry, with insiders saying that herds have been reducing in the last few months, and that with feed cost increasing is causing some ranchers to struggle. Others have put forward the idea as to whether this was done on purpose, pointing towards several food plants that have mysteriously gone up in flames. As of right now though, officials have said that nothing strange is happening, and that people shouldn't worry about these food processing plants going up in flames, and state that cattle explorations like this are not rare, with one livestock union worker saying that sometimes this can happen when the animals are subjected to stress. They continue by saying that in Kansas the heat reaches 50 degrees, and in some cases there's no wind and the humidity is pretty much zero, and this in turn has a negative effect on the animals, as it prevents them from being able to self-regulate their temperature. The Kansas Department of Health and Environment said this is just the latest thing to hit the cattle industry, with other insiders saying that everyone right now is walking into a food shortage, and many ranchers and farmers are turning down their production, with one farmer saying that chicken farmers, egg producers, milk producers and beef and lamb suppliers are shutting down their production lines, and this is because feed prices are going through the roof and are becoming unaffordable. Interestingly, an article recently stated that Bill Gates has now become a farmer, and that as of 2018 it's reported that Bill Gates is the largest private owner of farmland in the United States. Insiders have estimated that Bill Gates now owns over 242,000 acres of farmland, with all of that land having an estimated worth of over $690 million. To put that into perspective, Bill Gates now owns an area of farmland larger than Hong Kong. One farmer wasn't too pleased about this announcement, going on to say the following: "I often hear people saying things like what happened to local farmers, and why are there no more local farmer markets? And the reason for this is because billionaires are buying up farmland, and there's no way we can compete with the things they're doing. A lot of these areas are functioning, and in some areas the farmland that Bill Gates has purchased is growing foods like potatoes, carrots, corn and rice, and they have contracts signed with massive companies like McDonald's, and there's simply no way that farmers can go up against this. Even if we have a great harvest, we may not be able to sell to the companies we were before, because now they're rubbing shoulders with these billionaires, and they're taking priority. I would say give it 10 years and you're going to see a huge decrease in farmers. In fact, the field next to mine has just been sold to a construction company, and they've just announced they're building over 5,000 houses there. Why is a farmer going to struggle in this day and age when he can be bought out by a rich person? Yes, it's a one-off payment, and he'll never own land of that size again, but most farmers don't have a choice now. The sad thing is, once the land is gone, it's gone, and it worries me what our future landscape is going to look like. The land report said that Bill Gates has 20,000 acres of land in Nebraska, 70,000 acres of land in North Louisiana, and 6,000 acres in Georgia, just to name a few. Another farmer in New York said that young farmers are getting outbid by the competition. They said the following: "If you're looking at what this means for farmers on the ground looking for access land, there's significant competition from non-farmers, and that just really affects young farmers, because it means that the price they're trying to compete with on the marketplace is driven and determined by people who are not dependent on a farming income." One farmer who lives next to Bill Gates' farmland said he's disappointed that he's not doing more for the environment, with him saying that Bill Gates often mentions the environment and that he's trying to save the planet, but all of the farming that he's doing has led to a large water withdrawal from Florida's aquifer system, which in turn leads to the formation of destructive algae blooms, and this can have devastating effects on wildlife. Bill Gates has also been vocal about how he wants to move into an entirely different type of farming, one that creates plant-based protein. He's heavily invested in companies that produce meat-free products, and has said this is the future of food, one where animals are not being harmed, further adding that overall it's much better for the environment, and that he sees a future where everyone will be eating lab-produced meat. So what do you guys make of these announcements? And what do you make of Bill Gates being the largest private owner of farmland in the United States? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.